From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. From Thursday until the start of December, you must stay at home.
That means the government is once again instructing you to stay at home.
Not today, Boris, not today. Welcome back to TBTVSport. Today we're at the Victory Stadium in Portsmouth for United Services Portsmouth versus Christchurch in the FA Vase 4th round. Following a near 4-month break since the last competitive action, these teams come together in the last 32 of a national competition, and whichever way the dice rolls from today's match, it means the Wessex League is going to be represented in the last 16. In other league-related news, both US Portsmouth and Christchurch have been invited by the FA to apply for promotion based on the PPG over the last 2 seasons. For me, that decision underlines the consistency that these clubs have both shown. On paper, there's a whole division between these two, and I'd usually be building it up as some kind of plucky underdog against a polished opponent, a bit like Rocky against Apollo in the original Rocky film. However, I think lockdown is going to be a bit of a leveller. It's not like you're taking weeks and months of current form into the game, is it? And we might see potentially less of a gap than you might have expected had this been played mid-season. Anyway, you can tell I ain't done this for a while because I'm banging on like a wally. So let's get into the team sheets. As ever, this game is brought to you by TBTV. In the intro, I referred to the 4 months break that these guys have had, and in the Twitter update, I borrowed a phrase from my mate Boris and said the first half was a bit lumpy. And that may have been why it took 10 minutes for the first effort, which is this one from Will Fletcher. It's easy to be wise after the event, but you do wonder what impact that may have had on the game had that gone in. However, life is full of what ifs and maybes, and it didn't go in. Then, 10 minutes or so later, converted fullback James Franklin did this. So, USP had created one chance and taken it. Christchurch hadn't taken theirs. Straight from kick-off, the ball falls to Ash Pope, who forces a great save from Tom Price. Price would go on to make some more outstanding saves later in the match. Having put the ball wide by an inch on one post, Church did the same with the other. Some good work from Brad Hill leads to a hefty challenge, but the ball breaks for Ash Pope. He looks for Luke Delaney, closing in on 6-yard box. But like an overeager parking attendant, Josh Hazel appears from nowhere and clears his lines. Ash Pope was looking most likely to get on the score sheet for Church. His first effort is well saved by Price, and then the follow-up from Delaney forces a fantastic reaction save with his foot. USP hold on to their lead and we go into half-time at 1-0. Due to the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral, this was an early kick-off, and I can only think that Luke Delaney had stolen Hazel's lunch. He was obviously hungry because he has one nibble, and, not being fulfilled, has another one. As always, there was a little bit of friendly banter from the crowd as well. Unfortunately for Church, the resulting free kick didn't come to anything. We're over the hour mark now, and Church are unable to convert the chances that they're making for themselves. So it kind of makes sense that they convert the chance that was made for them. That was Ben Satterley dispatching a fantastic shot past Price after a poor clearance from Tom Kane. When I was watching this incident in real time, I kept my eyes on Will Fletcher, and it was clear he felt a bit aggrieved. On the slow-mo, it does look, to me anyway, like he was taken out a little bit, but the referee was well placed, so I guess he had a good view. No non-league game would be complete without a comedy push and fall. Not far from the end now, and we get a handball shout. Let's take a closer look. It's pretty clear it hits the arm. How much he knows about it, I'm not convinced. And it's the play that comes off that penalty shout where probably the most controversial incident of the match occurs. I'll just let it play through. Andrew Todd is unceremoniously dumped to the ground by Kieran Douglas, but the referee says no, and Brad Hill urges the centre forward to get up. This clip doesn't make a wrong decision right, but at the time of impact, they were outside the box anyway. Those two penalty claims proved to be the last meaningful action of the match, and the referee blows for full time, and we head to the lottery of penalties. I'll now leave you with the dulcet tones of Cliff Pledge to take you through the penalties.
It was 1-1 at full time. Here's the first penalty for United Services. Smashed home by number 9 Andrew Todd. 1-0 to USP. Pope to take it, and he's missed it over the top. The cheers you can hear are from the substitutes and coaches in front from USP, blazed over the top. See, up he goes, and he rolls it down the middle as the keeper dive to the right. It is 2-0 now in the shootout to United Services Portsmouth, and Christchurch captain Billy Walker is going to take the next penalty. Short run up for Billy Walker. And a great save from Tom Price, diving to his right, a brilliant save. And here's an unusual one, it's the goalkeeper taking penalty number 3. Tom Price has just saved a penalty. Will he score one here? Belts it into the bottom right hand corner. It is 3-0 after 3 penalties for United Services. So if Christchurch were to miss here, it's all over. Wearing the number 14 shirt, Mickey Finch. If he misses, it's United Services who go through. Finch for Christchurch has scored. At least they've got 1 in the shootout. It's now 3-1. And it's Tom Jeffs, the former Christchurch player, who will knock Christchurch out if he scores this one for United Services Portsmouth. They're 3-1 up after 3 penalties each. Jeff steps up and scores into the bottom left-hand corner. Crazy scenes here as United Services Portsmouth knock out Christchurch 4-1 on penalties after a 1-1 draw. They're through to the last 16 of the FA Vase for the first time. Another upset they've caused in this season's competition. Jubilant scenes here for the team from the second tier of the Sydenham's Wessex League. They've gone through, knocking out Christchurch. Christchurch season is over. It finishes United Services Portsmouth 1, Christchurch 1. United Services win 4-1 on penalties.